The town of Annecy is situated 30 minutes from Geneva International Airport and very close to Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in Europe. It is in this exceptional region that since 1975, SPX Cloud Union Annecy have manufactured centrifugal barrel pumps. Since this date, more than 10,000 pumps of different types have been shipped to customers all over the world. The barrel pumps that we design, machine and assemble today for our customers are the result of a knowledge acquired for many years in the nuclear and oil and gas market. This knowledge has enabled the engineering team, supply chain team and manufacturing team to come up with an optimum design for manufacturing. Thanks to our experience, the result has been a product adapted to your detailed technical requirements in a short time. The objective of this film is to show you the important steps and care taken in the manufacturing of your pumps. The heart of the pump contains a rotor. It is the rotor that transfers to the pumped liquid the energy required to give the required performance. Every form and dimension of the impeller satisfies a precise requirement, studied and defined by our engineering team. Before production, each pump component is inspected with precision test equipment adapted to the requirements. The metallurgical integrity of components is equally inspected using dye-penetrant inspection. Before assembly, each impeller is individually balanced. The impellers are designed to permit the removal of necessary material to achieve balancing without affecting the mechanical characteristics of the component. On assembly, each piece is identified and its position on the rotor recorded. Clearances are carefully noted. 2 half rings are fitted into their locating groove. Keyways are fitted in position to ensure the impeller is driven. The first impeller is assembled having the clearance fit and pushed on the covering the half rings. The stage sleeves lock the impeller, which itself is locked by the half rings placed geometrically opposite on the shaft. In this way, each impeller is individually locked both axially and radially. A locking key is inserted and then the next impeller. It is worth noting that the second impeller is out of phase with the first so that the vanes do not find themselves all facing the tips of the volutes. This construction ensures radial forces are spread and limits pump vibration. The suction side of the third and fourth stage impellers are positioned opposite to the previous one in a way to counterbalance the axial forces generated by the first impeller, called a back-to-back arrangement. Each impeller is precisely positioned on the rotor facing its fluid inlet. A deflector, whose purpose is to protect the bearing from all foreign particles, is installed together with the bearing cover. An adjusting ring of specific width for each pump is used to allow the exact positioning of the bearing onto the shaft. A balancing piston is fitted and completes the assembly to reduce, as best as possible, the axial thrust on the shaft onto the bearings. The thrust bearing plate is used to secure the elements of the thrust bearing, being installed hot on the shaft and butts up against the adjusting ring. A new balancing test on the complete rotor this time is carried out and then each component is carefully disassembled. The case wear rings are mounted on the rotor, which is then reassembled in the exact same way as the previously balanced rotor. The complete assembly is then placed in the inner case, where each component finds its predefined position to a tenth of a millimeter. The upper half case is positioned on the lower half case by the use of Le Cushion dowels. The doweling has already been pre-drilled. In fact, the half cases are assembled, providing one assembly for the external machining operations of the pump case. This enables us to have perfect concentricity of the assembly and very precise positioning of the inner core within the barrel. This method is used to also guarantee the concentricity between the rotor and the barrel. The inner case is locked by using a quantity of 26 1/4-inch screw. The screws are tightened to a torque of 7,376 pounds per foot. As the machine surfaces are carefully and precisely machined, it is not necessary to include a gasket between the two inner cases. Sealing between the high-pressure discharge and the suction side is ensured by using a spiral gasket. This gasket is very carefully inserted. An O-ring is equally positioned in its machining O-ring groove to separate the suction and discharge zones from the first stage impeller. The inner cartridge is inserted vertically into the barrel. Again, in this very way we can check the alignment of the inner case in the barrel. A cover weighing 4,626 pounds completes the assembly and is secured with 28 3-inch diameter bolts. Each locking bolt is numbered in accordance with a clear predefined sequence. The tightening of the bolts is carried out simultaneously, diametrically opposite. Once the pump is assembled, it is returned to the horizontal position. The mechanical seals are then assembled onto the pump. It is very important not to damage the runout area during the assembly. To ensure this, the mechanical seals are first assembled onto the supporting studs, and the final position is ensured by tightening of the nuts. The pre-lubricated, different bearing components are assembled. The thrust bearings are fitted with vibration probes. These are carefully identified before closing the bearing, and the bearing can be used. They allow a very precise diagnosis of events of the pump in service for condition and performance monitoring.